Good evening, all of you. I hope you all are doing well. And today we're going to study the modern history, religious, social, religious, and cultural reforms. And this is the part one of the series. Okay, so let's start the session. Today's first question. Dharma Sabha was founded in Calcutta in opposition to the Brahmo Samaj of Raja Ram Mohan Roy, who was its founder. Okay, I repeat once again. Dharma Sabha was founded in Calcutta in opposition to the Brahmo Samaj of Rajaram Mohan Roy, who was its founder. What is the answer? Who is the founder of Dharma Sabha? Let's see the answer. Answer is option C, Radhakant Dev. Okay, Dharma Sabha was founded in Calcutta in 1830 in opposition to the Brahmo Samaj. Okay, so this Brahmo Samaj was developed by Rajaram Mohan Roy. Okay, and by Radhakant Dev. It is an orthodox society. It stood for the preservation of the status quo in the socio-religious matters, opposing even the abolition of sati system. However, it favored the promotion of the Western education even for the girls. So what we understood here, in opposition to the Brahmo Samaj, which was developed by Rajaram Mohan Roy, another Samaj came or another organization came, so that is Dharma Sabha. It was founded in the Calcutta in 1830. It was developed by Radhakant Dev. Okay, that you need to remember. Next, which one of the following founded the Atmiya Sabha? What is the answer? Which one of the following founded the Atmiya Sabha? Let's see the answer. Answer is option A, Rajaram Mohan Roy. Okay, just now we have studied right. Brahmo Samaja, the same person, founded the Atmiya Sabha. In 1814, he set up a Atmiya Sabha in Calcutta to campaign against the idolatry, caste, rigidities, meaningless rituals, and other social ills. So Rajaram Mohan Rai was a very liberal and broad-minded person. Okay, so that's why he developed the Brahmo Samaja and he founded the Atmiya Sabha. So this particular Atmiya Sabha he developed in 1814 in the Calcutta. Okay, so he was against the idolatry worship and he was against the caste rigidities in the society and many meaningless rituals that have done by most of the sections of the society. Okay, so he was even against about the all other social ills like child marriage. Okay, widows remarriage was not possible at that time and sati system. Okay, so he was against all that. Okay, so remember Rajaram Mohan Roy founded the Atmiya Sabha in 1814. Next, who among the following was the author of drama Neela Darpana? Who among the following was the author of drama Neela Darpana? What is the answer? What is the answer? Let's see the answer. Answer is option D, Dinabandhu Mitra. Okay, so Dinabandhu Mitra was the author of a drama. The name is Neela Darpana. Mitra stormed the social and literary circle of Bengal by his most notable play Neela Darpana in the year of 1860. And it was published from the Dhaka, and soon after its publication, it ignited a major argument in the newspaper. Okay, so remember, Neela Darpana, it is one of the famous drama, okay, by the Dinabandhu Mitra. It actually done in the Bengal region. Okay, so this person belongs to the Bengal. Okay, so remember, it got, it was a very notable play and it was developed in 1860. That also you need to remember. Okay, who is the author of Neela Darpana then? Dinabandhu Mitra. Next. The Rahnamai Majdayasan Sabha was started in 1851 to bring about the social religious reforms among the Parsis, whose name does not occur in its founders list. So read carefully the question they are asking. Whose name does not occur? Okay, does not occur in its founders list. What is the answer? Let's see the answer. Answer is option D. Sihibli Nomani. Okay, Sihibli Nomani. So this person name does not occur in its founders list. So apart from all that, other persons were names were there, but this person Sibli Nomani. Okay, this particular name does not occur in the founders list of the Ranumai Majadayasan Sabha. Okay, it was started in 1851. It is one of the socio-religious reform movement among the Parsis. Okay, next. Who influenced Mahadev Govind Ranade to establish Pratna Samaj in Bombay? Who influenced Mahadev Govind Ranade, you can in short name it as MG Ranade, to establish the Pratna Samaj in Bombay? Let's see the answer. Answer is option A, Keshav Chandra Sen. Okay, Keshav Chandra Sen influenced the MG Ranade to establish the Pratna Samaj in Bombay. MG Ranade worked for the emancipation of women. In 1861, he founded the Widow Marriage Association. That is very, very important. Okay, so remember, in 1861, MG Ranade, he founded the Widow Marriage Association. And in 1870, Ranade rendered help in the establishment of Sarvajanika Sabha at Pune. Okay, so these reformative associations are very much helpful for the different sections of the society, and they fight against the social evils. Okay, in fact, they fought against the social evils like widow marriages, and then the child marriage. Okay, so sati system. So lot of social evils were there, and these different samajas associations, they help the society social upliftment. Okay, so here Keshav Chandra Sena, okay, he influenced the Mahadev Govind Ranade to establish the Pratna Samaj in Bombay. That you need to remember. Next, who started the social religious organization Tattva Bodhini Sabha and its appended journal Tattva Bodhini? I repeat once again. Who started the social religious organization Tattva Bodhini Sabha and its appended journal Tattva Bodhini? It's a very important question. What is the answer? Let's see the answer. Answer is option C, Debendranath Tagore. Okay, remember it's a very important organization. It is one of the important social religious organizations started by the Debendranath Tagore. Okay, so what is that organization? Tattva Bodhini Sabha. Okay, they have also appended one new journal. The name is Tattva Bodhini. So what is the meaning of Tattva Bodhini here? Tattva Bodhini means truth seekers. Okay, so Tattva Bodhini Sabha means truth seekers Sabha, or you can say organization. Okay, it was developed in the 6th October 1839 in Calcutta. Okay, by Devendranath Tagore. Initially, they had only family members in the organization, but thereafter, it has reached up to the 500 members in it. Okay, so that is the great success of this Tattva Bodhini Sabha. So, who is the founder of this Tattva Bodhini Sabha? Devendranath Tagore on 6th October 1839 in Calcutta. Okay, next. In which year Rajaram Mohan Rai founded the Brahmo Samaj? In which year Rajaram Mohan Roy founded the Brahmo Samaj? Let's see the answer. Answer is option number B. Okay, 1828. So Rajaram Mohan Roy founded the Brahmo Samaj in 1828, and he founded the Brahmo Samaj in order to institutionalize his ideas and mission, which aimed at the political uplift of the masses through the social reforms, and to that extent can be said to have had nationalist undertones. Okay, so to consolidate his ideas and to make his ideas popular in each and every sections of the society and each and every person of the society, he started the Brahmo Samaj. Okay, so his mission is to political upliftment of the different masses of the society through the social reforms. And he was very liberal person, as I previously told you. So that's why he started the Brahmo Samaj in 1828. Okay, so that you need to remember. Here answer is option number B, 1828. Okay. Who among the following was founded the Asiatic Society of Bengal? Who among the following was founded the Asiatic Society of Bengal? What is the answer? Let's see the answer. Answer is option D, William Jonas. Okay, so William Jonas founded the Asiatic Society of Bengal on 15 January 1784. Okay, it was started to enhance the cause of Oriental research. So, in fact, William Jonas, he was a British person and he was the lawyer and Orientalist himself. So that's why he started this Asiatic Society of Bengal on 15 January 1784, okay, to enhance the cause of Oriental research. And it was presided over by the Sir Robert Chambers, okay, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court at the Port William in Calcutta. So here what we need to remember, who is the founder of Asiatic Society of Bengal? William Jonas. When it was founded on 15 January 1784. Okay, so William Jonas was a great lawyer of the British and also a Orientalist. Okay, next. Who among the following had said, God intended me to look upon all religions with one eye. That is why he took away the light from the other. What is the answer? So look at this statement. God intended me to look upon all religions with one eye. That is why he took away the light from the other. Who said like that? Let's see the answer. Answer is option C, Maharaja Ranjit Singh. Okay, so Maharaja Ranjit Singh once said that God intended me to look upon all religions with one eye. That is why he took away the light from the other. Okay, his one eye was visible, another one is not. Okay, so that's why Maharaja Ranjit Singh told like that. Okay, next. Who among the following immediately succeeded Ram Mohan Roy as the head of the Brahmo Samaj? I repeat once again. Who among the following immediately succeeded Ram Mohan Roy as the head of the Brahmo Samaj? Let's see the answer. Answer is option B, Debendranath Tagore. Okay. After the death of the Rajaram Mohan Roy, after the death of the Rajaram Mohan Roy, Debendranath Tagore, Debendranath Tagore succeeded the Brahmo Samaj. He took the leadership. Okay. Next. Consider the following statements in regard to the modern education in India. Here two statements are given and you need to find out which statements above are given above are correct using the codes given below. What is the answer? So look at the two statements and you need to answer by using the codes given below. What is the answer? Let's see the answer. Answer is option A, only one. Okay. So Christian missionaries, they did not support the religious education. Okay, so look at the option number 2. What it is telling, the Christian missionaries supported the religious education. In fact, they did not support the religious education. That's why option number 2 is wrong. But look at the option number 1. I mean, statement number 1. The Christian missionaries played a significant role in the spread of modern education. Okay, so through their English, the modern education came along, right, with the people. So that's why statement number 1 is true. So look at here, Christian missionaries did not support the religious education. In other words, they wanted the native to give up on their religious practices and plan to achieve his aim by educating them. Okay, so that was their main aim. And they hoped to eradicate rituals such as idol worships. It was mainly in the Hinduism. Okay, they wanted to eradicate such ideal worship, bigotry, polygamy, etc. by educating the Indians. So these missionaries made the regular Bible lessons a norm in their school to acquaint the people with Christianity and attract them towards it. Okay, so that was their main aim. So that's why statement number 1 is true, statement number 2 is wrong. Okay, they did not support the religious education. Okay, next. The leading light of the Renaissance movement in India was. The leading light of the Renaissance movement in India was. What is the answer? Let's see the answer. Answer is option D, Rajaram Mohan Rai. Okay, leading light of the Renaissance movement in India was Rajaram Mohan Rai. Here, list 1 and list 2 are given, and you need to match them using the codes given below. In list 1, Rajaram Mohan Rai, Debendranath Tagore, Vivekananda, Atmaram Pandurang. In list 2, Tattva Bodhini Sabha, Atmiya Sabha, Ramakrishna Mission, Prarthana Samaj or Prarthana Sabha. So what is the answer? You need to match them, okay, using the codes given below. It's very simple, right? What is the answer? Let's see the answer. Answer is option A, 2134 is the correct match. Okay, so Rajaram Mohan Rai, he founded the Atmiya Sabha. In the previous question also we have discussed. So that's why A should match with 2. Okay, so look at the options in B, C, D. A is not matching with 2. If you know only one point, that is Rajaram Mohan Rai is the founder of Atmiya Sabha, then if you don't know other details, then you can easily get the correct answer. Okay, so here only in option A is matching with 2. Okay, so this is the elimination method that you need to remember, okay, in examination. Anyhow, remember, Rajaram Mohan Rai is the founder of Atmiya Sabha. Next, Debendranath Tagore, founder of Tattva Bodhini Sabha. He also started the journal Tattva Bodhini. Next, Vivekananda, founder of Ramakrishna Mission. Then Atmaram Pandurang, the founder of Prarthana Samaj, or you can say Prarthana Sabha. Okay, so that's why option A is correct. Next, the Bengali leader who opposed socio-religious reforms and supported orthodoxy was. What is the answer? A Bengali leader who opposed the socio-religious reforms and supported orthodoxy. Who was that? Let's see the answer. Answer is option A, Radhakant Dev. Okay, so in the first question only we have discussed, right? Opposition to the Brahmo Samaja, he started Dharma Samaja. Okay, so remember that, you need to remember such things. So Radhakant Dev opposed the social religious reforms and he supported the orthodoxy. Okay, so despite his contribution to the cause of educational improvement, Radhakant Dev was a strong upholder of the social conservatism. Okay, so he don't want to be a modern society. He don't want to be a part of the modern society. He was very orthodox. And he became the leader of the party of Orthodox Hindus who were bitterly opposed to the liberal-minded Hindus like Rajaram Mohan Roy, who advocated social and religious reforms. Okay, so remember Radhakant Dev, very orthodox person. Next, Tuhfat ul Muhawuddin, a tract written by Ram Mohan Roy is, what is the answer? Tuhfat ul Muwaiddin. It was written by Rajaram Mohan Roy. What is this? What is the answer? Let's see the answer. Answer is first tract against the idolatry. Okay, so remember, Tuhfat ul Muhaiddin. It is a tract, famous tract written by the Rajaram Mohan Rai, is the first tract against the idolatry. And he believed that prayers, meditation, and reading of the Upanishads were to be forms of worship and no graven image, statue or the sculpture, carving, painting, picture, portrait, etc. Okay, they were to be allowed in the society building, thus proclaiming the opposition to the idolatry and meaningless rituals. I told you Rajaram Mohan Rai was a very liberal person. Okay, so he was a very famous social religious reformer. He was against the idolatry. Okay, so that's why he has written Tuhfat ul Muhayyiddin. In fact, it is the first draft against the idolatry done by Rajaram Mohan Roy. Okay, so remember that. Next, the Brahmo Samaj is based on the principle of. So, what is the answer? The Brahmo Samaj is based on the principle of. What is the answer? Try to give the answer. What is the answer? Let's see the answer. Answer is option A, monotheism. Okay. So what is the monotheism? Anybody let me know in the comment section. What do you understand by monotheism? See, monotheism is nothing but it is the belief in one God. Okay, so they don't believe that the different forms of God. Okay, so the belief in only one God. Okay, so belief in the existence of only one God that created the world. So that is called as monotheism. So Brahma Samaj is based on the principle of monotheism. Okay, next. Consider the following statements. Here statements are given, three statements, and you need to find out which statements are correct using the codes given below. So what is the answer? So try to read carefully these statements and find out which statements are true using the codes given below. Let's see the answer. Answer is option B. Okay, 1 and 2. So look at the study number 1. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar founded the Bethlehem School at Calcutta with the main aim of encouraging the education for women. Okay, so this is true. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, he founded that school at Calcutta with the aim of encouraging the women education. So next, Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay was the first graduate of the Calcutta University. So next, Rajaram Mohan Roy's campaign against sati led to the enactment of law to ban the sati. Okay, so here in fact the answer is option D. Okay, all are correct. Okay, all are correct. Some person had given option D or C. Okay, some people have given option is C. Okay, it is not correct. Here all the statements are correct. Okay, not B. All statements are correct. Make the correction. Rajaram Mohan Rai's campaign against the sati led to the enactment of law to ban the sati. So that law came on 1829. Okay, so the William Bentinck was Governor General of India. Okay, Lord William Bentinck. He took the enactment of law, that is the ban on sati, abolition of sati. So that's why all the statements are true. Okay, next. JED Bethune was closely associated with. Just now we have studied, right? This school is associated with what? Let's see the answer. Answer is option B. Just now we studied in previous question, right? It is associated with the female education. So Bethune School, founded in Calcutta, it was the first fruit of the powerful movement, women education, that arose in the 1840s and 1850s. Okay, so this school is associated with the female education. Next. Ram Mohan Rai was given the title of Raja by. What is the answer? Who has given the title of Raja for the Ram Mohan Roy? It's a very important question. You need to know this. Who has given the title of Raja to the Ram Mohan Roy? After that only he became Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Let's see the answer. Answer is option B, Akbar II. Okay, so Ram Mohan Roy was given the title of Raja by the Akbar II. He was the first educated Indian to sail to England. Okay, at the time, Roy was an ambassador of the Mughal Emperor Akbar II, who conferred on him the title of Raja to lobby the British government for the welfare of India and to ensure that Lord Bentinck's resolution banning the practice of sati was not overturned. So, okay, so because of that, Akbar too has given the title Raja for the Ram Mohan Roy. Then only he became Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Okay, so he worked as the ambassador in the Mughal Emperor Akbar too. That you need to remember. Okay, next. The call of back to the Vedas was given by, it is very important question. The call of back to the Vedas was given by who? Who said like that? Go back to Vedas or back to the Vedas? Let's see the answer. Answer is B, Swami Dayanand Saraswati. Okay, Swami Dayanand Saraswati gave the slogan back to the Vedas, and he took inspiration from the Vedas and considered them to be the India's rock of ages. Okay, the infallible and the true original seed of Hinduism. That's why he told every people go back to the Vedas. Who is that? Dayanand Saraswati. Okay, next. Who influenced M.G. Ranade to establish the Pratna Samaj in Bombay? So what is the answer? Who influenced the M.G. Ranade to establish Pratna Samaj in Bombay? Let's see the answer. We have discussed this already, right, in the previous question. Here, option C is right. Keshav Chandra Sen. Keshav Chandra Sen influenced the M.G. Ranade to establish the Pratna Samaj in Bombay. Next. Who among the following was not associated with Pratna Samaj? Who among the following was not associated with Pratna Samaj? Okay, here answer is option B, R.G. Bhandarkar. Okay, so R.G. Bhandarkar is not associated with the Pratna Samaj. So here, read carefully the question. They are asking who is not associated with the Pratna Samaj. Okay, so they are not asking who are associated with Pratna Samaj. If they asked about the who are associated with Pratna Samaj, then you can say Atmaram Pandurang, M.G. Ranade, Devendranath Tagore, all these people. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Okay, next. Who among the following is known as Martin Luther of India? Who among the following is known as Martin Luther of India? Who got that title? Martin Luther King of India? Let's see the answer. Answer is option B, Swami Dayananda Saraswati. Okay, so Dayanand Saraswati was called as the Martin Luther of Hinduism. Dayanand's vision of India included the classless and casteless society, a united India, and an India free from the foreign rule, with Aryan religion being the common religion of all. So that's why he given the slogan, go back to the Vedas. And also he started one different organization, that is Arya Samaj. Okay, so he believed in that Aryan religion was superior, and he felt that Aryan religion being the common religion of all the Indians. Okay, so that's why he is called as the Martin Luther of Hinduism. So remember, Swami Dayanand Saraswati, and the organization he founded was Arya Samaj. Okay, next. Who among the following had founded the Theosophical Society in the United States of America? Again, it's a very important question. Who among the following had founded the Theosophical Society in the United States of America? Let's see the answer. Answer is option C, Madame Blavatsky. Okay, a group of Westerners led by Madame H.P. Blavatsky and Colonel M.S. Alcott, who were inspired by the Indian thought and culture, they founded the Theosophical Society in the United States in 1875. Okay, so in USA, they have founded the Theosophical Society in 1875, and the same branch done by the Annie Besant in India. Okay, so Theosophical Society in India was developed by the Annie Besant. But here they are asking about the United States of America. So that's why you need to remember the Madame Blavatsky and Colonel M.S. Alcott. Okay, so these people started the Theosophical Society in 1875 in USA. Next, who was the founder of Ramakrishna Mission? Who was the founder of Ramakrishna Mission? We have already discussed it, right? In the match the following. Let's see the answer. Answer is option C, Swami Vivekananda. Okay, Swami Vivekananda spread the Ramakrishna's message and tried to reconcile it to the needs of contemporary Indian society. So that's why he founded the Ramakrishna Mission for humanitarian relief and social work. Ramakrishna was the guru of Swami Vivekananda, right? Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. So to spread the messages of the Ramakrishna, he tried to, and also he tried to reconcile to the contemporary Indian society. He founded the Ramakrishna Mission, okay, for the humanitarian relief and social work. So remember, Ramakrishna Mission was founded by Swami Vivekananda. Next. Again, list 1 and list 2 are given, and you need to find out the correct match using the codes given below. In list 1, Arya Samaj, Arya Mahila Samaj, Mohammedan Literary Society, Veda Samaj. In list 2, Bombay, Pune, Calcutta, and Madras. In list 1, different Samajas and organizations are given. In list 2, the place where they have established. You need to match them using the codes given below. What is the answer? Let's see the answer. Answer is option A, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so all the list are correctly matched itself. Okay. Arya Samaja, it related to the Bombay. Next, Arya Mahila Samaja. Then Mohammedan Literary Society related to the Calcutta, and Veda Samaj belong to the Madras. So that's why option A is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all are correctly matched here. Next, match the following and choose the correct answer from the codes given below. Again, list 1 and list 2 are given and codes are given. In list 1, Rajaram Mohan Roy, Debendranath Tagore, Vivekananda, Atmaram Pandurang. List 2, Tattva Bodhini Sabha, Atmiya Sabha, Ramakrishna Mission, Pratna Samaj. It's a very simple question. You need to match them. Okay. It's very simple question. We have discussed all this. Okay. Different organization and who is the founder of that. Let's see the answer. Okay, answer is option A, 2134. Okay. If you know only one match, like Rajaram Mohan Roy is the founder of Atmiya Sabha, then you don't need to look after the details. Because by elimination method, you can eliminate option B, C, and D. Okay, so then you left with only option number A. So anyhow, Rajaram Mohan Roy is the founder of Atmiya Sabha. Debendranath Tagore is the founder of Tattva Bodhini Sabha. Vivekananda, founder of Ramakrishna Mission. Atmaram Pandurang is the founder of Prarthana Samaj. Okay, so that's why option number A is correct. 2134 is the correct match. Okay, next. Rahnumai Mazdayasan Sabha is associated with which religion people? Rahnumai Mazdayasan Sabha. What is the answer? Take time and think about it. We have already discussed in the previous questions. Let's see the answer. Answer is option B. It is related to the Parsis. Okay. Renumai Marzayansan Sabha. It was founded in 1851 by the group of English educated Parsis. Okay. For the regeneration of social condition of the Parsis and the restoration of Zoroastrian religion to the pristine purity. Okay. So that is related to the Parsis. By the name only you can understand. Renumai Marzayansan Sabha. Something kind of looks like Parsi, right? Persian name. It is related to the Parsis. It was founded in 1851. That also you need to remember. Next, which of the following pairs are correctly matched? What is the answer? Which of the following pairs are correctly matched? Let's see the answer. Answer is option number B. Okay, 2 and 3 are correctly matched. Okay, see Brahma Samaj, we already know it is not by Swami Brahmananda. Okay, Brahma Samaj was founded by the Rajaram Mohan Rai, right? Option number 1 is wrong. Next, look at the fourth, Ramakrishna Mission. Swami Ramakrishna Paramahamsa they are telling, okay? It was founded by whom? Vivekananda, right? So that's why we left with 2 and 3. So Deva Samaja, it was founded by Pandit Sivanarayan Agnihotri. Arya Samaja founded by the Swami Dayananda Saraswati. So they both are correctly matched. Rest all are not correctly matched. Okay, so that's why option number B is correct. Next, consider the following statements relating to the Rajaram Mohan Roy. Here two statements are given. Read carefully these statements and find out the correct statements using the codes given below. Let's see the answer. Answer is option C. Both these statements are true relating to the Rajaram Mohan Roy. So look at the first statement. He knew that the spread of Western education was necessary to develop the national and scientific attitude in the Indian society. So that is obviously true. Okay, so that's why he started the Brahmo Samaj. And second, he played the pioneering role in the religious and social reform movements of the 19th century Bengal. It is also true. Okay, so Raja Ram Mohan Rai belongs to the Bengal only. So that's why both the statements are true relating to the Rajaram Mohan Rai. Next, the act prohibiting the child marriages was passed in 1891 due to the efforts of, I repeat once again, the act prohibiting the child marriages was passed in 1891 due to the efforts of whom? What is the answer? What is the answer? Let's see the answer. Answer is option A. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and Jyotiba Phule. Okay. So here, what is the question? The act prohibiting the child marriages. Okay, it was passed in the 1891 by the British government. This is due to the efforts of Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and Jyotiba Phule. Okay, so these two are the famous socio-religious reformers. Okay, so that act was passed in 1891 because of the efforts of these two people, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and Jyotiba Phule. Okay, next. Which one among the following was not a demand of the Prarthana Samaja? Again, read the question carefully. They are asking which one among the following was not a demand of Prarthana Samaj. They are asking which one is not a demand of Prarthana Samaj. So, what is the answer? Try to give the answer, okay? Even though if it is wrong, don't worry about it. Okay, let's see the answer. Answer is option number D, abolition of untouchability. Okay, abolition of untouchability was not the demand of the Prarthana Samaj. But you need to remember what are the four different points. I mean, four different, norms or agendas propagated by the Prarthana Samaj. Okay, so those four points are: one is disapproval of the caste system, women's education, widow remarriage, rising the age of the marriage for both the males and females. Okay, abolition of untouchability, they did not say. Okay, that was not the demand of the Prarthana Samaj. Okay, next. List 1 and list 2 are given again. You need to find out the correct answer using the codes given below. In list 1, Theosophical Society, Satya Shodhak Samaj, Seva Samiti, Shraddha Sadan. In list 2, Blavatsky, Jyoti Rao Phule, Hridayanath Kunjru, Ranila Bal. What is the answer? You need to match them using the codes given below. Let's see the answer. Answer is B. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. All are correctly matched. Theosophical Society, we already studied. It was founded by Blavatsky, Madam Blavatsky and Colonel Olcott. And Satya Shodhak Samaj, it is founded by Jyotiba Phule. Okay, so Jyotirao Phule is also same. Jyotiba Phule is also same. Seva Samiti by the Hridayanath Kunjru. And Shraddha Sadan, it was by the Railila Bhal. Okay, next. Match the following individuals with place and choose the correct answer from the codes given below. Okay, again you need to match them. Baba Ramachandra, Swami Sahajananda, Vallabhai Patel, NC Ranga. Higher English 2, Bihar, Awadh, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh. So what is the answer? Any guesses? Let's see the answer. Answer is option number A. 2134 is the correct match. Okay. So let's match this. Baba Ramachandra. Okay. He was associated with the Awadh region. Okay. Next, Swami Sahajananda. He was associated with Bihar region. Okay. So Baba Ramachandra associated with Awadh. Swami Sahajananda associated with the Bihar. Next, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was associated with the Gujarat. Statue of Unity is there, right? In Gujarat. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel associated with the Gujarat. Next, NC Ranga associated with the Andhra Pradesh. So that's why option number A is correct match. Okay. Next. Which among the following statements with regard to the Rajaram Mohan Roy are correct? Again, 4 statements are given and you need to find out the correct answer using the codes given below. So what is the answer? Read carefully the statements and find out the correct answer using the codes given below. What is the answer? What is the answer? Let's see the answer. Answer is option B. All are correct. All are correct, right? All these points we have studied in different questions about the Rajaram Mohan Roy. So look, first statement is telling he started the Atmiya Sabha. We already know that, right? He started the Atmiya Sabha and he was also the founder of Brahmo Samaj. So that's why statement number 1 and 4 are correct. So next, statement number 2 and 3, he wrote the gift of monotheist. I even told you what is the monotheism. Nothing but believing in one God. Okay, so that is also true. Next, third statement. He published the percept of the Jesus. So that is also true. So that's why option number D is correct. All the statements are true regarding the Rajaram Mohan Roy. Okay. So we need to know some details about the Rajaram Mohan Roy. He born in the Brahmin family in Bengal on 22nd of May 1772 and died 27 September 1833. And he advocated the study of English, science, Western medicine, and technology. He was given the title Raja by the Mughal Emperor Akbar II. Okay, so these are some basic details about the Rajaram Mohan Roy. Okay, next. After the death of Rajaram Mohan Roy, the Brahmo Samaj split into the 2 sections. The Brahmo Samaj of India and the Adi Brahmo Samaj, who were the leaders of the 2 sections respectively. So what is the answer? I repeat once again. After the death of Rajaram Mohan Roy, the Brahmo Samaj split into the 2 sections. One is the Brahmo Samaj of India and the Adi Brahmo Samaj, who were the leaders of 2 sections respectively. Because of different ideological difference, it got split into 2 different sections. They are asking what are the leaders of these 2 different sections of the Brahmo Samaj respectively. What is the answer? Let's see the answer. Answer is option number A. Keshav Chandra Sena and Debendranath Tagore. Okay, so here what you need to remember is after the death of Rajaram Mohan Roy, so the Samaj, I mean the organization what he has created, it got split into two different sections because of ideological difference. Okay, one is the Brahmo Samaj of India. It was led by the Keshav Chandra Sen. Another one is Adi Brahmo Samaj. That is this Brahmo Samaj, how it was there in previous ideology. Okay, so that is Adi Brahmo Samaj. That was led by Debendranath Tagore. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. One is led by one was led by Keshav Chandra Sena, another one was Debendranath Tagore. Okay, I hope this is clear. Next. The first session of All India Trade Union Congress held in Bombay was presided over by whom? The first session of All India Trade Union Congress held in Bombay, it was presided over by whom? So what is the answer? Any guesses? Let's see the answer. Answer is option C, Lala Lajpat Rai. Okay, the first session of All India Trade Union Congress held in Bombay. It was presided over by the Lajpat Rai. All India Trade Union Congress, in short it is AITUC. It was founded on 31st October 1920 in the Bombay by N.M. Joshi, Lala Lajpat Rai and few others. Okay, so here you need to remember when this All India Trade Union Congress was founded. Don't get confused with All India Congress. Okay, Indian National Congress is different. This is All Indian Trade Union Congress. Okay, so it was founded on 31st October 1920 in Bombay by N.M. Joshi, Lala Lajpat Rai and few other people. Until 1945, when union became organized on the party lines, it was the primary trade union organization in India. Since then, it has been associated with the Communist Party of India. Okay, so that much details if you want you can remember, but you need to remember it was started on 31st October 1920 in Bombay. Okay, the first session of All Indian Trade Union Congress, it was also held in Bombay and it was chaired by Lala Lajpat Rai. That you need to remember. Okay, next. Which of the following statements given below about Vivekananda are correct? Different four statements are given. You need to find out the correct statements using the codes given below. What is the answer? So read carefully the statements and find out the correct answer using the codes given below. Any guesses? What is the answer? Read carefully. Let's see the answer. Answer is option number A. Okay. So 1 and 2 and 3 are correct. So first statement, he believed that Vedanta was fully rational, true. Then he criticized his countrymen for having lost touch with the outside world and he condemned the caste system. This is also true. But he did not consider Veda to be infallible. Okay, so that's why option number A is correct and fourth one is wrong. Fourth statement is wrong. 1, 2 and 3 are correct. Next, consider the following statements about the Swami Vivekananda. Again, three statements are given. Which statements are true regarding this Swami Vivekananda? Be quick, guys. Let's see the answer. Here, answer is option number A. All are correct. He said that Vedanta was the religion of all. It is not only the religion of Hinduism, or this Vedanta is religion of all. He said that. It is true. Then he believed in reviving all the best traditions of Hinduism. Okay, and neglecting all the social evils in the Hinduism tradition. That is true. Next, he was impressed by the status of women in the Western culture. Okay, he was impressed by the status of women in the Western countries. That is also true. Next, which one among the following was not a demand of Pratna Samaj? What is the answer? This we have already discussed, right? Which one among the following was not the demand of Pratna Samaj? Let's see the answer. Answer is option D, abolition of untouchability, that we have already discussed. Apart from that, women education, widow remarriage, raising the age of marriage for boys and girls, all are true, but abolition of untouchability was not the demand of Pratna Samaj. Next, list 1 and list 2 are given and codes are given. So what is the correct answer here? You need to match them using the codes given below. Let's see the answer. Answer is option C, 4123. Okay. Here, Ayodhya Dravida Mahajan Sabha, associated with Dravida Mahajan Sabha, Jyotiba Phule, associated with Satyashodak Samaja, John Rathinam. Okay, it is associated with the Dravidian Khajagam. Then E.V. Ramaswamy, associated with the self-respect movement. So that's why option number C is correct. 4123 is the correct match. Okay. So in this topic, we learned the religious and cultural reforms. This is the part 1. If you have any doubts regarding these questions, let me know in the comment section. And try to solve all the test series given in the edurapid.com. Any doubts? Okay guys, I assume there are no doubts. Thank you so much and see you in the next class.